Hi, everyone. Welcome to Amy's Knit Lab. We're super excited to be back this week, especially since we missed last week.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Let me introduce myself. My name is Amy, and I am the owner and creative director of Bien Aimée Yarn, based here in Paris, France.
Mhm.
And this is our weekly live podcast. Is that what we call this, or a vlog? I feel like I get confused between this. Podcast for me always was something you listen to, and a vlog was a video blog. That's how the word vlog happened, because I used to be a blogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, a vlog is more like when you're traveling or something and we film, you know.
I think it became that.
Yeah, it's true. I
But-
call it a podcast, but you know,
So
a weekly check-in, update.
check-in, exactly. Straight from La Bien Aimée Atelier
Mhm.
here. This is my office, and I work here with...
I'm Julia, and I work at La Bien Aimée with Amy. I do communications and a lot of other stuff. I feel like that's what I say every week. It just encompasses different things. And yes, this week we are back. Last week we were too busy.
Last week was a really
busy.
busy week, and we had to move the live. We weren't able to do it. So that's generally kind of how we function from week to week. The subjects that we talk about in this vlog, we literally touched base this morning and was like, let's see, what can we talk about that we didn't talk about since the last time? So that's really nice too, because it takes the stress off of us being like, okay, we got to plan all this stuff, you know.
We always know what we have going on.
Yeah.
And we like to talk about the new releases that are coming to La Bien Aimée. And then, of course, knitting. What we're knitting.
Okay, so there's been a lot of knitting happening.
Oh my gosh, so much knitting.
Since last week, because... Hold on, let me silence my phone just a second.
It just tweeted something.
My child my child is sending me kitten updates. Hold on. The kittens are napping. Look at them.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
so cute. Thank you. That was from my son. Let me put that in airplane mode. Getting back to it, there's been a lot of knitting since last week, and I think that that's what's kind of kept us really busy, is because I am getting ready to release my first garment pattern, everyone.
And so we had done some test knits for your other patterns, but of course they were accessories.
Yes.
This is, I feel like, a whole other level this time. Like, we are learning so much.
Yeah.
It is a big process.
It's a big process, but it's an exciting process. And you said something, was it yesterday, or it was last time you were in the office? I think it was on Friday, or maybe it was Monday, that it's like tingling your brain and flexing your brain in a different way.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's happening that for me too.
It's making you flex. I feel like it's making me flex some of the muscles in my brain that I am not used to using.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's a completely new thing. We're trying.
It really is.
We're really figuring it out. So it's interesting. There's a big learning curve. And, you know.
And we're trying to figure out the way that I would like my patterns to be written and communicated. So what I've done, I've knit tons of patterns. I mean, I've knit tons of patterns. Like, look at all these sweaters back here. These are other people's designs back here. And so I've really learned like different styles of writing patterns. And so I've kind of gleaned some of things that I see from someone. I'm like, oh, that's a great way to explain that technique. That's a great way to explain that technique. But then there's techniques that I make up myself. And so in this new design, we have a specific way of doing a certain technique. And it's been interesting to see how people understand the way we've written it. And so we've had to kind of modify it.
Yeah.
But we thought we would give you a little sneak peek. So you probably remember from a few episodes ago, I kind of sneak peeked a sweater that was marled. I think I showed it after I got back from Unwind. So this is back in March.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I showed it really fast and was like, this is something I'm working on.
You did that. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I was like, I'm working on this thing. Boom. And took it down. So
this is the yarn. So it's two different strands held together.
So we've got one strand of Alix and Fluoro Morganite. It's really hard to see because it's very thin. And then one strand of Avoine and Corrie Worsted. And I'm marling them together, holding them together.
I'm not going to show too many details, but this is what it looks like.
Yes.
The fabric is all marly. It's so pretty. So this is what we're working on.
Yes. Yes. Julia picked up my progress. So this is prototype 1. of the
And
design.
it was frogged and started again
So many
a
times.
couple of times.
More than a couple. Five
Yeah.
5 times for sure. I can say I frogged this thing 5
And
times.
you were absolutely ready to start over with something else. And I was like, I know that for you.
And you know what? I did start over with something else. So I
Yeah.
started another version. So we had our pattern. The pattern was tech edited, came back, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to sit down and knit my own pattern. I'm trying to be really good, not to autocorrect
Yeah.
without anything. So I'm really following
Because
my
you
own
tend
pattern.
to read it really quick. I do that too. I
Yeah.
realized there was something I completely missed and had to go back again, which is you read it and your brain thinks, yeah, I understood what I have to
It
do.
goes, yeah,
and then,
yeah.
and then you knit it as your brain reworked it.
Exactly.
It's really hard.
It is really hard, but I actually kind of like it. It makes me be more disciplined while I'm knitting. So I put this version down and Julia picked it back up to finish it. And I started a new version, which I teased online like this. I really wanted, I don't know, I'm in a rainbow mood right now. I just
Yeah.
want color. I want lots and lots of color.
It's summer.
It's summer, exactly. So I'm using French gray, which is Corrie Worsted base that's undyed, and taking different strands of Alix. And here I'm using probably about 6 or 7 colors, and I'm creating these little stripes with Alix minis. I was super happy with my Jeju knit sweater, the biggie sweater that I talked about last episode 2 weeks ago. And I did the same idea. I had my base color base yarns I was using, and I would just change out one strand of sport ever so often just to kind of play with the color. So it's the same concept here. And so I picked up my vest and started knitting it like this. And I have to say, it's very motivating when you're changing colors really fast like this. And I really love it. And it's going well.
Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting seeing all the different versions.
Hold on, I'm going to show my organization for my knitting. So I've got my knitting here, and as you can see, I'm knitting the front. I'm knitting the front of the sweater, both panels at the same time. So imagine like knitting 2 socks at the same time, right? So I separated the yarns out and I put them into their own bags.
So these are baby bagoos.
These are baby bagoos. Unfortunately, this baby bagoo we do not have here. I got it in the United States.
Yeah.
But this baby bagoo we do have.
The leafy collection.
So this one's from the pop-up.
This is our custom baby bagoo.
Exactly. And I separated the colors into each bag here. And now I'm knitting the front of my sweaters and I'm able to do the exact color change on both sides exactly the same. And I've just started the increases and I can already see how brilliant this is going to be because you just go back and forth like this.
You don't have to measure to make sure you're at the right place to start your increases. You're just doing it on one row, doing it on the other side.
Yes.
Perfect.
So I'll talk more in depth about this process of knitting 2 fronts at the same time. I know I did not invent this because this has been around. I think I've seen other people doing it. It's the same idea as knitting 2 socks at the same time. So that's what we have on our needle.
Yeah, so it's in progress.
Yes.
The test knit is happening right now.
Yes.
In the past 2 weeks, we've already worked out a lot of different things. It's been so interesting. This is going to come out pretty soon.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Stay tuned, like here in the next few weeks. So follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our newsletter. We're definitely going to be talking about it here. I'm very, very excited to release this garment.
Yeah. So, yeah. And this is also something we're doing with other people.
Yeah.
It's like,
but we can't talk about it yet. It's too early.
But it's going to be so fun.
Yes.
So.
Very fun.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Absolutely.
Did you bring your notebook?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a new notebook cover for my knitting notebook, and I wanted to show everyone this week because I'm really happy with it. So I had gotten the new Love and Trip in the regular, and Julia has the passport version.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
I have it here. Should I go and get it?
Get it so we can show it. They're like a cute little family. So this is the limited edition traveler called Love and Trip that they came out this season, and it's this beautiful red. I mean, the outside's really dark, but the inside looks like this. So pretty. Special pen clip, which obviously I had to get. And Julia has the passport version. Look at hers. And yours is more patina than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just literally started using mine yesterday, and she's been using it.
I switched it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or so.
So good.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like the little sister.
So I've been going back and forth between carrying my knitting notebook. So my knitting notebook is actually a traveler's insert. This is the one that I've been kind of working on since last year. I decorate it with stickers and stuff that I collect from all over the place. It's almost finished. I think it'll last me through this year, and then I'll have to switch to a new notebook. Bien Aimée came out with their own traveler inserts, and we have them on our website. I didn't even bring one with me because I'm not using it yet. I'm trying to finish this notebook first. But before, I was carrying it in my Paper Republic. And while that was really fun to have everything in one place, it was like literally impossible to carry. It was the biggest notebook. It was like when I went to the pen show in Utrecht a few weeks ago, I was carrying it all around. It's like I was carrying a baby. It was just like this huge thing, and people were really impressed. They loved it, but then I was like, this is not practical. So I've reduced this back down to just my work notebook, my personal journal, and then like this cute little notebook here, which I call just grab everything, like take notes. Like I did some ink swatches.
Oh, so pretty.
So my best friend and I did an ink swap after the pen show, and so we got these little vials of ink and we swapped ink, and so I did little swatches and things like that.
My pen at home. I never showed it. I'll bring it next time.
Next week we're going to talk about pens.
Yeah, pen update.
And I just got a brand new monthly calendar from Travelers, which I really like because it's small and thin, and I'm sticking it inside here.
Ooh, practical.
So this is how I'm using, and it's a non-dated one, so I'm starting it for now, and I'll use it all the way through next year.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm using my Paper Republic, and then I have my knitting notebook, and then you guys, I have another one that I actually carry in my purse, which is a small version of this one, but it's a Louise Carmen, and maybe I'll bring that one in for next week. So leave us comments if you love notebooks as much as us. Tell us what your favorite notebook system is, and let us know what are your inserts that you have inside.
Actually, I think I updated mine since we showed them last. I don't know if you remember, but we were talking about...
I don't even remember you having this charm.
Really?
I think the charm is new too since the last time we
definitely
talked about your notebook.
Because I switched up. I put my Love and Trip cover. I'm really obsessed with wanting to collect all the limited editions. I've been looking online if I can buy the Moomin ones, but they're just too expensive. I don't want to spend that
The
that
longer
much
you
money
wait
on
after
it.
they release, the more expensive they get.
Yeah,
so.
They're at like 400 euros or something right now. I was like, no, I can't justify it.
That's
but
crazy.
I'll wait for the new ones to release.
Yes.
And I think last time we discussed actually adding one extra notebook inside mine.
You have 4 in there?
I have 4 in there now.
Exactly. Last time we discussed, you had 3 in there, and you were not sure if you could get 4. And then we rearranged.
Yeah, we rearranged everything. You also showed me how to arrange with the, I don't know if we can see, but with the bands, the elastic bands in here.
Yeah.
And so I was able to add the second half of my yearly calendar in there. So I have just started decorating it, not putting stuff in there.
You guys, these little calendars come with these cute stickers. Like
so cute.
Literally the cutest thing. You can't
so
can't
cute.
Stop.
And so I also
And so what are the other 2 notebooks?
It is my brain dump. This is just where I write all my ideas and stuff. So this one I also put some nice travelers stickers. And it's just like I've been sketching stuff and
Cute.
And then I put in my Rhinebeck notebook. This is a notebook we got at Jill Draper, the Jill Draper event. Was it last year, or did you bring this one back to me the year
I know
before?
that I brought it back to you.
I think you brought this back to me 2 years ago.
Honestly, this is like one of my favorite things. I love Jill Draper's yarn, and I always buy some. That's like probably the majority of my stash right now in my office is Jill Draper. But she always has these little notebooks. If you ever go to the Jill Draper pop-up during Rhinebeck, you can buy yarn and get this cute little notebook where she has drawn with ballpoint pens all different breeds of sheep. It's so cute.
I'm obsessed. So I decorated mine.
I'm going to do this too. I want to use mine. Yay.
But then I haven't really started putting anything in there. We have been planning, actively planning Reinbeck.
Yes.
And I have, this year I'm going to have 4 housemates. Not sharing with you this year.
Me. Yeah, not with me this year. But that's okay.
We're gonna
see each other a lot over the weekend. We're gonna be hanging out at the same
Definitely.
places. So
and so we've been buying our tickets for all the events. We already bought our tickets for Cake Palooza and Indie Untangled.
Great.
But the main event is going to be a woolen affair.
And that's where I'm going to be. So
Yeah.
I will not be at Cakepalooza or Indie Untangled. I will be at a woolen affair. So a woolen affair is this logo here. This is an event that's put on by Brooklyn General Store, Catherine Clark. This is her event, and it's going to be at the Hudson Brickyards. And Bien Aimée will have a booth there, and that's where I'm going to be on the Friday before Rhinebeck. So if you guys are coming,
starts on the Thursday
night. So Thursday night, there's the VIP party and everything like that. So if you guys come to either the Thursday night or the Friday, you will see both Julia and I. So come up and say hi. If you love our podcast, come tell us, because we love to meet people who are watching our podcast. It's so cute.
Yeah. So that's going to be so exciting, and that's going to be our focus. Like, what are we going to
I literally just bought my airplane tickets yesterday.
Yes,
I feel like this is like officially happening. Every time
true.
I buy my plane tickets for a trip, then I'm all like, yay. I go into my notebook. Now I'm going to go in and decorate like the weeks that I'm going to be here.
Exactly.
It's kind of my ritual.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm excited.
I really want to start filling in. Like, we booked our plane tickets in May. I booked the house in December. That's how long.
I mean, if you want a really nice house, you kind of have to book it that far in advance.
And it's not it's a really rural area, so it's not like there's thousands of hotels and Airbnbs and stuff. So you really have to plan ahead. So anyway, this is gonna be
it's gonna be exciting.
So excited.
I mean, Julia came last year, and I watched her experience in Rhinebeck through her eyes, and it was kind of enchanting. I was all like, oh yeah, I forgot it was like this, because I've been going since 2014 or 13.
Whoa. Yeah.
So for me, there's people who've been going way longer than me.
I know, but it's like, it's been over 10 years.
It's kind of a routine now. I really enjoy it. I get to see old friends, and I get to meet new friends, and just seeing all the knitwear and the crochet.
Yeah.
Just everything. I love that. For me, that's like one of my favorite things.
I mean, yes, absolutely. It's like all the fiber festivals, but times 1,000 or something. There's just so many people there compared to all the fiber festivals we have in Europe are so much smaller.
Not the same vibe.
Definitely different vibe. This is much more farm.
Yeah.
Barns.
Yeah. It's more farm related. Yeah, there's lots of animals.
So cute.
So if you guys are going to be around, that's where we're going to be on Rhinebeck weekend. We look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely.
Shall we talk about stuff that's going on at the atelier?
Yes. What's happening at Bien Aimée this week? This week is kind of a little bit slower for us. We don't have anything releasing, but on Friday we have a special giveaway.
Yes.
We're still celebrating 10 years of Bien Aimée, right?
Yeah, we're going to continue celebrating 10 years of Bien Aimée all the way through the end of the year.
It's 10 years this year.
Yes.
So
exactly.
So this Friday we are doing a special giveaway. This is Dix Ans. So all the details are going to be on Instagram this Friday.
We're going to be giving away a skein of Dix Ans.
In cashmere merino.
Yes.
Scrumptious.
And patterns from Nadia Cretin-Lechen and Marianne Meunier. So these are two designers. If you guys have followed us for a while, you know that we work with. I absolutely love their design aesthetic, and they have graciously offered us 2 patterns each.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the pattern of your choice as well. So you can choose any of their patterns, and they'll gift it for you. They really helped us celebrate the birthday at this year's pop-up as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's why we asked them, and they said yes. So this Friday is a special giveaway on Instagram. Make sure you follow Bien Aimée, and make sure you have your notifications turned on for this Friday.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to run the giveaway through the weekend. So if you miss the post on Friday and you come check on Saturday, it's still got time. We're going to pick the winners
on Monday when we get back. Yeah. So the giveaway will be from this Friday when the post goes live. So that's going to be afternoon for us in Paris, morning in the US until Sunday.
Yes.
That's it. And the next week, get ready. We have
a new dye to order coming.
Direwolf Graffiti is coming back next week. So almost all of next week, we will have a new dye to order update of Direwolf Graffiti.
Yes.
It starts on Monday.
Yes.
Monday morning at 10 a.m. Paris time, and it lasts until Thursday afternoon Paris time.
While quantities are last. So
Yeah.
we are putting more online this time for this die to order than we did the first time around. I really appreciate everyone who came out for the first die to order.
Yes,
we sold out really quickly.
Yeah.
And so after that, we made some plans in the production to up the production so that we can make some more. And so we're going to leave the die. We're going to leave the die to order open as long as we have stock.
Yes.
So it would be ideal for you to come and order on Monday or Tuesday. Because maybe if you wait till Thursday to order, it might already be closed by then because we will have sold out of the quantities.
Yeah.
We are going to be offering 2 new bases.
3 new bases.
These are the right here. Yeah. These are the 3 new bases that we're offering. Before we had singles,
Merino Super Sock, Cash Merino, Merino Sport, and Merino DK.
Yes.
So we had 5 bases. We still have those, but we added 3 other bases
this
time.
We added 3 new bases here. And so we'll start with the thinner one. We have our BFL Tough Sock. So this base has not been online for a very long time.
It's super exclusive.
Very, very exclusive. It's a wonderful sock yarn. It's one of my favorite sock yarns. This is Blueface Leicester and merino and a little bit of nylon because it gives it a little bit of strength. And so this is called BFL Tough Sock. And look how beautiful and lustrous the color is on this base. And then we're going to have it on Merino Aran, because who doesn't want a hat in Direwolf Graffiti? I mean, literally.
Perfect.
Look at this. It would be so nice on our Merino Aran base. Really, really nice.
Looks so good.
And this is an Aran base, so that means it's 160 meters for 100 grams. And it knits with a 5.5 or a 6 millimeter needle.
You definitely have enough for a hat because I've made lots of hats using one skein of Merino Aran. There's one by Stephen West that I love. It's the one that I knit for the boutique when we were still open. And the first day we brought it out, I finished knitting the sample. We put it in the shop to show people. That first day it got stolen.
Someone stole it. After that, we didn't put accessories out anymore.
I feel like I'm the emoji face, the straight lines.
This face right here.
Straight emoji face,
Yeah, that was unfortunate. So maybe it's time for us to reknit it in Direwolf Graffiti because
I volunteer.
Julia's kind of converted me to hat knitting. Before I met Julia, I was exclusive sock knitter. That was my small accessory, and then she's all like, "Knit hats. Hats are really cool." And then I've kind of come.
Plus, you don't have to make a second one. You make one and you're done.
So true. So true. So a hat in Merino Aran would be incredible. And then I was like, "Let's go bigger." And we dyed it on big merino. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this.
This is the biggest we can do.
This is our thickest base that we make. Look at this. Whoa. It's a single ply bulky weight yarn. And
this is also awesome for hats.
This is really awesome for hats too. Or I personally would make a cowl. I would take 2 skeins and make myself a big chunky cowl. So this is what we call big merino. I'm very descriptive with my names for my bases. So these are the 3 new bases that are going to be joining the DTO, along with the 5 that we had previously.
Yes. So this Monday, June 23rd at 10 a.m. Paris time, we are putting Direwolf Graffiti back online. We plan to hopefully have the die to order go for a few days. We have bigger quantities than before.
Yes, so please don't worry about it selling out right away, but I would join the DTO right after we put it online because I just don't know how. I can't predict how things are going to go. I do want to reassure you that if you do miss out on this next die to order, we're going to do another one.
It's going to come back. Absolutely.
Direwolf Graffiti is something that we brought back for my 10th anniversary, and we're just going to keep dyeing it all the way through the year. So if
this is not the last time we are dyeing it.
No, most definitely not.
But if you want it, it's coming.
Get it, and you can order your sweater quantity.
It's going to be here on Monday.
It's going to be great.
What we did for today is we got questions about what colors could you combine with Direwolf Graffiti.
It's really convenient because we have the studio downstairs. We could just go shopping in our own stock of yarn.
Exactly. We brought ideas. Direwolf Graffiti goes perfect with jewel tones.
So let's lay these out. So I had recommended Sophie because I remember a super long time ago, somebody had knit a brio shawl by Stephen West using Sophie on one side and Direwolf Graffiti on the other. And it was incredible, especially for knitting brioche. You're going to have a Direwolf Graffiti side and then you'll have the Sophie side. And it's super, super cool to knit with.
Fun.
Yeah.
And also you can tell like these dark blue speckles, like big speckly areas where the color goes a bit lighter. It goes so well with Sophie.
Yes.
Yeah, looks amazing.
So what did you bring up here? I
also brought up juniper. I thought it looked so good. It's kind of like emerald greeny. And I love it with it. I'm really obsessed with juniper.
Love that.
I also brought up I Love Aran.
So I Love Aran matches really closely with the blue, the dark blue that's in here. It's really lovely. You can do stripes, you can do brioche. That would be a color. That's another color I recommend to go with as well. Let's do these two last.
And then, I mean, come on. Yellow Brick Road, obviously, because there's yellow in there. There's yellow speckles.
Yeah.
It goes off. Yeah. Yes, perfect. So this is just a great
and yellow
color.
And gray go together really well. That yellow goes really well with the pink that's in Direwolf Graffiti.
This is just the perfect match. And obviously sari, because one, it is perfection.
It's sari also is because it's Julia. She always goes to
perfection, but look, it's the same color as the speckles.
Yeah.
So you really cannot go wrong with sari. It is absolutely perfect with Direwolf Graffiti.
Get a skein of sari, a skein of Yellow Brick Road, and a skein of Direwolf Graffiti, and you can knit yourself a plumpy shawl.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be great? I think I kind of want to do this. We need this sample. Lolita, if you're watching. But this is...
Free up those needles.
Wouldn't that be pretty? So pretty.
Perfection.
Yeah. So the plumpy shawl uses garter stitch and also brioche. So it's a really nice way to use all these colors.
Yeah, together. You're going to be able to get those colors to play together.
Yeah.
And so the plumpy is in Merino Sport, which is going to be available for the die to order.
So we have two last colors here because I mentioned to Julia as she went downstairs. If you want to make something a little bit more moodier and a little bit more neutral, why not pair it with noir? Noir is a great canvas as well. So
I got it on Kumo because I thought it would be a nice...
Really nice. We have noir across many bases, but this is here. It is on Kumo, so you can see it's a little bit fuzzy and a little bit matte. But noir would be a really great base for to knit with Direwolf Graffiti. And you grab Winterfell.
Yes.
That's a great idea too. Winterfell. So if you want to make your garment or your accessory go towards blue tones a little bit more, this is really nice as well. So those are some of our suggestions. We're going to list all the colors that we talked about.
Oh, I also brought a couple of skeins of mohair. Because personally, I think mohair should be added to every project. So this is Direwolf en Soyeux.
Beautiful.
And it is just the perfect match.
Yes.
You could hold them together.
The color is called Direwolf Graffiti because the base color is Direwolf, and then we graffitied on top of it.
Yeah. So I would do this personally. Soyeux on Direwolf. I think like a cowl maybe.
Super, yeah.
With a nice with mohair and just something soft for winter. I also brought up on mohair silk. I wanted to show like the difference. This is smoke. And this is stone. Smoke is a bit lighter. And
smoke is lighter. It's a cooler gray that's lighter. And stone is one step darker, and it's a warm tone gray. And it works really well. I love mixing cool tones and warm tones together. So this could be super interesting to hold
really
those
interesting,
together.
And if you want something lighter with a bit more, light, then smoke would go really well with it as well. But my choice is Direwolf on Direwolf. Add a skein of sari in there and then you're done. Isn't it perfect? Love.
All right. I love this. We should do this more often. If there's other color combinations you guys want us to work up, let us know in the comments. We actually got this question from somebody in an email.
Yes. Someone emailed to say, could you please show some suggestions of colors to combine with Direwolf Graffiti, and we thought it would be perfect to show on YouTube today.
Yes.
And then we're also going to do a couple of photos and a couple of reels on Instagram so that you can see.
So right now, there's different ways to get in touch with us. This email came in through Color Advice, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Because people were asking for some advice for color. Please continue to use Color Advice. If you mentioned the YouTube channel, then we get notification of the email coming in, and we'll talk about it here on the YouTube channel. Also, another way to reach us directly is just leave a comment. Leave a comment. We read all the comments, and we will take some of the questions from the comments and go talk about them.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comments. We'll write them down and then answer them.
Yes.
Next time.
Well, I think we've come to the end. Today was kind of a short episode because we've just been working on a lot of stuff. What did you note down here?
A couple of things left of my little podcast.
I love that you've got a little podcast notes.
Profesh.
Yes, totally.
Last week we put online spots for classes to take with you here at the atelier, because we've been getting so many requests. Like people have been telling us, you know, it's great that you organize classes with Corrie Locatelli and Yona Helene, but we want to take classes with Amy as well. So we were like, okay, let's figure it out. So we blocked off 2 Saturdays in your schedule this fall. And so we sold quite a few spots, but we still have a couple of spots left, especially for the December date.
Yes.
So if you're interested in learning some of Amy's favorite tips and tricks, and also color play. Your color play class, that's a really good one. You could have the chance to come to the atelier, like to actually come here, because the class is literally
here where we film our YouTube channels. We will set up the classroom here.
Yeah.
You'll get access to a mini market.
There's going to be the whole closet.
The closet. Okay, so that's what you kind of get with the ticket to the class.
Yeah.
I know the December date's really far away, but for those of you who are planners like me,
exactly,
this could be an opportunity to plan a trip to come to Paris. And Paris in December is really nice. The city's all dressed up for Christmas, and you can do a little Christmas shopping. Come take a class.
Treat yourself to a little weekend in Paris just before Christmas. The area where we are located is really quiet.
Yes.
But it's just a couple minutes away from Chinatown, so there's all the best restaurants around. I really love this neighborhood. It's really laid back and really fun as well.
I see that we have a question in the comments here. Someone asked me if I cut my hair. I did. Let me turn around here so you can see it. It's very short in the back. I don't know if you can see it. Saturday, I was having kind of a crise de nerfs. I was having, how do we say that?
Nervous breakdown.
I was having a nervous breakdown because of the hair. My long hair was sticking to the back of my neck, and I've been trying to be really good this month. She's laughing at me. You weren't there. I've been riding my bicycle everywhere in Paris because I just, I need to get into my mind that I need fitness in my life. So I thought, well, I'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll use bicycle as my way of transport. When I wear my helmet and my hair was on the back of my neck, it made me crazy, you guys. So I went to my hairstylist on Saturday. I was like, I want to cut off all my hair. And they were like, what? First of all, it was like they were talking me off a ledge. And they were like, why? What's going on? Because I've been going to the same hairstylist for 15 years. And so it was almost like a little therapy session. And I said to them, like, I am losing my mind, literally, because when I wear my bike helmet, my hair is back here and I can feel all the sweat running down here and then my hair sticking to my neck. And Lisa was like, put your helmet on. And I did. And she's like, okay, I will cut it that short. So she literally, when I put my helmet on, it's like right here on the back of my head, no hair right here, and it's perfect. And so it looks long in the front. So it's kind of like a mullet, like a reverse mullet. It's like business in the front, party in the back. But my party is short. But I'm swearing this is the best haircut. You should do it too.
Yeah, actually, last time I went, because I was looking for a hairdresser a couple of years ago, you gave me your hairdresser's number, and she's awesome. Last time I went, I was like, I don't know what to do, just do what you want. And she was like, are you sure? And then I was like, yeah, do what you want. And so she did. She gave me a super cute little bob haircut.
I love
But
it.
actually, I really like, now that I have
think you
it,
should cut
I
that.
want to go like not super short, but short.
You should just cut this part off like that. Look how chic this is.
Yeah, because all this extra stuff here is just keeping me warm. It's just, I always do this. I'm like, I actually want to go cut this part off.
Yeah.
You know, just keep
So stay tuned. Maybe
mesh.
next week she's gonna come in and it's gonna be all gone.
Also, it's summer in Paris. Summer is here. Right now it's very nice and warm. Really wonderful. This weekend is gonna be 36. We are getting a heat wave for the next few days until next week. It's gonna be unbearably hot. And you know, Paris is a city. In France, we don't do AC really.
We don't do air conditioning here in France. It's only hot for a very few weeks, like literally, not months, weeks.
Yeah.
So we just have to power through. But this is my way of powering through. I'm so happy.
I really think I need like to go shorter. So that might be happening, you know.
We have another question here from Yona. She wants to know if we're going to do classes on Zoom. So
We've been getting this question.
Yes, I'm going to look into it. I just need to set up my Zoom setup that I had back when we were in COVID. I used to give classes over Zoom, and we used to do like our knit nights over Zoom. Yeah. Remember that? So I'm looking into that, and definitely would love to offer classes on Zoom. The reason why we offer the classes in person is because we have a yarn component in our classes. You know, all the classes include the yarn that you're going to use in the class to learn.
Working with the yarn to demonstrate the techniques or your tips, so we have to,
So for tips and tricks, I think we can pretty much offer that class on Zoom, but the color play would be different. It would be not possible unless we figure out a way for people to purchase the yarn in advance for the classes, which could be an option as well.
Or completely take out the
yarn component of it.
Yeah, the interactive part and just do it as like a class.
As a lecture. Most definitely. So we're looking into it, Yona. Thank you for asking.
This is definitely like on our radar. But yeah, we have to, you know, it's going to be different than doing it in person. And that's not something we've done yet.
Okay, I think we talked about everything.
Yes, we did.
If you guys could see our table, it's really beautiful. There's all this yarn, notebooks, knitting. It's all great. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back again. Well, next week I won't be here.
It's true. Next week you leave.
So it'll be another week of not going live, though. I was thinking about maybe trying to go live, but I'm going to be on vacation, guys. Next week I am.
Plus, off. I think you have activities and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to Italy, and I'm taking a week off, and just for me. So I think I need some rest.
I think our main news next week is going to be the die to order of Direwolf Graffiti. So that's what's going to be on the agenda.
So we'll see you. Let's just say that we'll see you in 2 weeks.
We'll do a catch up in 2 weeks.
Thank you for joining us.
It will be fun.
I see that 35 people have joined us live. That's really exciting. I love it when people connect after we going live. But this will be on replay after we're done.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Someone wrote, "Love you."